week, in this segment, we showed you words the liberal groups want banned from kids' textbooks because they were gender-based. But you won't believe the words they have a problem with now. Joining us right now, Fox News contributor Tucker Carlson joins us from Washington. Good morning to you, Tucker.
Good morning, Steve. You ever notice how certain words are fine and then out of the blue they're verboten? You're not allowed to use them. They're offensive. How does that happen? Who decides? The people who write textbooks are behind this by and large. The committees that get together and decide which words are politically correct and which politically incorrect determine the words the rest of us can use, and it's amazing the words that are now considered offensive. Poor, for instance, is now off the table, can't use it. People living below the poverty line, to call someone poor, Steve, is wrong.
So if you can't use the word poor, you're just supposed to say living in poverty or living below the poverty line, but poor is verboten.
That's exactly right, as is homeless. People without homes is now the preferred term. Deaf, also out. People who can't hear. Deaf is that's an offensive word. Don't call a deaf person deaf, Steve.
Minority? The word minority?
Minority is absolutely wrong. I can't believe you would use that word. Historically underrepresented groups. You are the most insensitive morning show host I've talked to today.
And listen, I have 2 teenagers at home, but now I can't call them that.
No, you can't. Of course you can't. Teenager, it's pejorative. Adolescent is the term.
Okay,
yes, that's somehow less offensive.
I have 2 teenagers and 1 able-bodied 22-year-old.
Oh, come on now. I think you know. Able-bodied is also over the top, discriminatory, wrong. Person who is non-disabled is now the term we must use. American, by the way, you may consider yourself one, no longer, because that's geographically chauvinistic. American, Americans, no. People of the United States or persons of the United States. That would describe it. Look, it's very hard to convince people that their political points of view are wrong. It's much easier to sell propaganda to children, and that's what the people who write textbooks are doing. They're aiming at your kids, making the sale with them, not even bothering with you.
I wish you were kidding, but I know you're not pulling our leg. They're trying to scrub those words out of the textbooks. Thank you, sir, for joining us.